Hey everybody. Okay, 308 has been a major pain as far as trying to relearn the system. It's been challenging. It's a whole nother level of shooting. I'm having issues simply trying to get it zeroed, and a lot of it is because the weight of everything is different. All the dynamics are different. The fundamentals of firing are different. So what you have here is an M&P-10 with Magpul hardware. This is the PRS-1. I was going to wait for the 3, but I couldn't wait because I needed to shoot now. So PRS-1. So this is the primary arms 1x6 with the ACSS reticle. I'm going to get the 1x8 when I can afford it. It's $1,300 but I like this system. It's just not powerful enough to shoot at distances greater than 300 to 400 meters. It just isn't there. It's great on an AR. It goes to 1 power, but I really probably need that 8 power to be able to reach out and touch someone. So that's the goal. That being said, I've had many issues. Both with getting a rear stock. I had another rear stock which really sucked. It wouldn't allow the charging handle to come all the way back. It really sucked. Wound up buying all of the Magpul accessories. So I was going to wait for the PRS-3. It's going to be pretty expensive though. I ordered this and I did not realize it was the PRS-1. It's the PRS-2. And consequently, I ordered the rubber pad for the PRS-2, which doesn't fit. This has a pretty particular shape to it. Anyway, so having issues zeroing this thing. Tried all kinds of different ammo. Right now, I am plinking the ZQI 147 grain, which everyone on the forum saying, it's shit. Okay, it's great for 5.56, but I'm experiencing this inconsistency where my rounds are all over the place. That being said, I think the biggest issue with the fundamentals of firing on the 308 is your steady position. It's definitely your steady position. I do better shooting AR style where, you know, I'm all up on it. And holding the magazine well, or with the grip pod like I do with my 5.56 systems. But it's not cutting it. I cannot, at 100 meters with an unmagnified optic, I can put a hole at 1 MOA with just a red dot on my 5.56 system. But with this, rounds are everywhere. So what I've done is I borrowed a buddy's bench rest here, and we're going to try and just lock it down and see if I can at least take myself out of the equation and shoot a consistent shot group with the ZQI ammo. And then try and adjust it. I'm trying to get a 100-meter zero, and it has not been working for me. It's probably me, or the steady position, and so I want to be able to eliminate that factor from the zeroing process by using this bench rest. This is the Caldwell Lead Sled that I'm using, and we got these Mondo sandbags on here to hold her steady. So with that, I'm going to take a couple shots after I refine my sight picture here. So this is going with absolutely no true zero. I have not actually zeroed this per se. So it's going to take a little bit of adjustments. I'm going for the center zero, center zeroing point. That's where I'm going for. I gotta elevate it just a smidge, right about there. And drag it to the right a smidge. I'll bring it down. Too much. See how that works, right? This locks it down, And this is your elevation adjustment right here. You get it in the spot, torque it down. Now it shouldn't move. I mean, I myself am causing parallax because as I'm talking, looking through the sight, of course my dot is moving from the aiming point. So now that I've pretty much taken myself out of the equation, I'm going to go for some shots here. Okay, we're hot. We are in fire, and just doing that, riding the bolt forward, has moved the reticle. Right about there. It's always different. Wherever you put your head, it's always different. See, so now I can lower it. Okay, right there. Right there, center mass. Okay. On the way. And that moved it already. Drastically. Round number 2. And again, this thing jumps every time. Right there. 3. Bring it back down. Lock it. 4. Round number 5 on the way. Alright, go to safe. And let's go peep the results. Based off of my video playback, I'm thinking I was hitting over here. So I'm going to go ahead and push it 6 right. And I'm going to go with 3 down as my center mass. The ACSS sight at 100 yards makes 1 MOA, which is one of these squares here is 1 MOA, 1 inch. Each click adjustment is a half. So if I'm going 6, I gotta put 12. Turn the sights 12 clicks, both for windage and elevation. Okay, so adjustments have been made. Let me get this thing locked back in here. It's all the way back. Can't pivot any. All right. Lower again. Right there. Lock that. All right. Round 1 on the way. And of course, we'll jump back up. And down. Lock that. Round 2 on the way. Round 3 on the way. Round 4 on the way. Unlock. Lower. On the way. And that was 5. So we're clear. Let's go peep it. Okay, so looking at the video playback, I mean, there are some things. There are some things that aren't going right. I don't know if this needs to be strapped down up here, the barrel. But even when this thing is locked down, it's inconsistent. So you got gun jump one round to the next. I did find out that I think I was consistently shooting to the right a little bit, so the right adjustments were a little bit too much. So I'm going to bring it back over 1 MOA, but that's going to be 2 clicks back to the left. We got red. So weird how everything adjusts for no reason. You would think it's just the same, getting that same consistent cheek weld every time. Okay. Going hot. On the way. On the way. Okay, round 3. On the way. Yeah. Round 4. Yeah. Round 5. Okay, let's check it out. That's why I do the 1-inch push-up. Anyway, okay, so for clarity's sake, what I'm going to do is I am going to aim at the bottom left-hand target. So there are 5 0 targets on that target. I've been aiming for center mass, and now it's kind of confusing. So I'm going to pick the bottom left-hand target and go for that one with these last 5 rounds. And if I can't get a consistent, I reposition the sandbags here. Maybe that'll help stabilize this thing. What I think is every time gun jump is pushing it back, and so as it's coming back, of course, it's coming up this grade, elevating the barrel, and then I keep on adjusting it. So this Caldwell Lead Sled might be better applied on a table, maybe, but to me it seems like it would slide even easier. Anyway, let's go for it. So let me line this sucker back up here. Okay. Center mass, bottom left-hand target. Around on the way. Notice the jump forward. And again, I'm probably jacking this up too because I keep having to readjust myself, which means my cheek weld is not consistent. Alright, every time I move my head, of course the reticle moves, so I'm inducing my own parallax. Okay, on the way. And now, okay, so as I'm looking at it, the reticle has jumped from the aiming point up to the top left-hand target. I was aiming at the bottom left-hand target. Gun jump has pushed it so far back, and this is bottomed out. The barrel isn't any higher in this cradle here, but it's elevated now to the center of the top left-hand target. So there's an issue with reticle cant in here, and the pistol grip is being cradled in between here, and as I move the muzzle left and right, it's pinching and it's causing torque and it's twisting the reticle. So that's pretty weird. So I'm not sure what I could do to elevate the whole system, and maybe this isn't the best device for ARs with pistol grips. Maybe more deer hunting type sniper applications where you have a traditional stock. That's something to consider when considering one of these. Okay. So now I'm way elevated here. Now I'm dropping the reticle as I'm raising the back of the stock here. And down. There's center right there. And then right. Center mass there. Right about there. Okay. Go hot again. On the way. Alright, round on the way. Lock on the way. That was 5. Alright, let's go check it out. So, I'm frustrated. They say it's the ammo. Like I said, I'm shooting this ZQI 308 ammo. It's 147 grain, and a lot of the people on the forums complain a lot about it, that it's not consistent, even though I guess the manufacturer is boasting that it's a 1 MOA round for M80 ball, which their 5.56 is great. And I'm sure a lot of you are like, oh, it's because you can't shoot. Okay, it's in a cradle. I'm not touching it. Everything is, I've taken the steady position factor out of it, right? It's not like I can't shoot. Here. Because I'm sure that's what a lot of you guys are going to say right away. Oh, you're just a non-shooting mofo. All right. This is the ZQI 5.56. Okay. Unmagnified red dot. Okay, so it's not like I can't shoot. This thing is kind of crazy. So here's what I'm going to do. I've got some 175 grain Lapua. And let's see how she does with that. Because a lot of times, certain ammo doesn't agree with certain weapons. So, let's try that. Okay, bottom right target. Oh no. On the way. It's crazy how this thing just jumps up every time. But it's vertical though, so I guess that's good. And 5. All right, so let's see how we did with that. So yeah, you could see the difference here between the 5.56. I wasn't shooting for 0. I was just shooting it, but bop, 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 bop. It's all in here, all right. And then you could probably tell the Lapua stuff, the larger holes, all around up in here. This double tap right here, in the center and stuff like that, mixed up in here. Right, so the last rounds we had was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. And now with the 5.56 aiming center mass, I'm getting in here, kind of shooting fast. With the Lapua, I was aiming here, and since I'm all concentrated up here, guess what that tells me about the 0? So what do I, what's my conclusion? My conclusion is that I got to do more research. I'm going to have to buy a lot more ammo. So they say with, especially with 308 systems, that your weapon wants to, or your weapon needs a particular type of ammo. So it's kind of an experimental thing until you match the ammo with the weapon and make sure that the weapon can do what you want it to do with the ammunition in it. So more research, more shooting, more dollars. More dollars. So all right, back to the drawing board, I guess. This is actually the 4th time I've tried to 0 this sucker, and with the sled, trying to get the steady position out of the equation, and it looks like that wasn't it. So more to follow. As always, thanks for watching.